Hi Soeren.
Yeah, hi Filip, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. We meet, I don't know, 3-5 times a year?
Yeah, we do, yeah. In different places all over the world. Last time Las Vegas, now in a theme park in Germany.
Could you explain your vision about the future of CloudFest? What will be next year, or maybe what is your dream? What should be CloudFest in next year, or maybe several years later?
Yeah. What we are trying to do with CloudFest is to basically create a very unique atmosphere where people take something home from CloudFest. There's not many conferences in the world where you get this feeling. So my personal role model is what is South by Southwest is doing. And I try to transform that for our industry, which is obviously a little smaller, but having this specific location here, we have a unique chance to build something out which is not boring at all. So maybe here in the background right now you see our tagline for this year conference. It's work hard, play hard. And basically this is what we can really deliver here to our attendees. So it's a theme park, it's the second biggest one in Europe.
Yeah.
It's currently closed for public, so it's opening for the summer season just after this conference stops. So that means we have a whole theme park for our event here, for ourselves, including all of the surrounding hotels. So it's difficult to get here, especially due to the fact that we have visitors from more than 80 countries. So you guys had a long way to come here as well. But once you're here for a whole week.
Yes.
And there's not many opportunities to go to the next city or so, because it's like 40-45 minutes away and it's quite boring. And so everyone is in one place. And having this tagline or this theme, you know, work hard, play hard, basically explains the balance between the extreme amount of business you can do during the day, just to the pure amount of critical mass of people which are around here who are all work in the cloud service industry in a very fast-paced, moving environment, doing business during the day, but then have a chance at nighttime for some fun or for some social activities to get better known and so on, and that for a whole week.
Can you explain about your geography? Of course, you have about 80 countries, but what is trends? People from Asia are coming, like more people from Latin are coming, or what is the trends? It's mostly focused on Europe, or it's globally?
Okay, let me answer that in two sentences, or in two different directions. First of all, looking at the history, we started with this traditional hosting market or domain registrar environment, and we started as a meetup, just basically as a place where 15 years ago where industry people can meet for the very first time. This got into something bigger. However, this whole industry where we originally coming from is consolidating, it's reforming, it's moving more into cloud services, it's getting more splattered, you know, and it's an overall very fast-paced changing environment. So that means looking at the demographics of visitors we have here, we see different type of companies coming in, especially since we rebranded to CloudFest now for the second year. We see many more MSPs, managed service providers, VARs and SIs coming here, just as a segment. Looking at geographies, we have something like around like visitors from 80 to 90 different countries. And it is for most of companies who are offering cloud services, this is the number one event which is in the calendar for each year. So let's say the biggest company from cloud services company from Indonesia, they know that they come here, you know, in 2020 in March, and they will come in March 2021 again. And this is for many also, let's say, exotic places all over the world. I mean, look at, you come from Lithuania, right? So, I mean, for these companies who are working in this cloud service environment, offering those type of services to end customers, it's in the calendar. And really from the geographies, the major guys, we see them coming in from anywhere.
I just ask many shared hosting companies, what kind of conference do you visit? And after several years of traveling, they said, I put only one date in my calendar. Okay, so it's like only one date. It's CloudFest. Except I just tried to traveling all other conferences. Of course, names can maybe like a little bit different.
Yeah.
Soeren, what do you think about Plesk and cPanel consolidation?
Yeah, there's so much consolidations happening. I mean, every month there's new deals around us in the space happening. So I was lucky actually to be a very small shareholder of NGINX, which got sold 2 weeks ago. So, but it changed hands, you know. So now cPanel and Plesk, they got together. Actually, we have around 7 or 8 companies who were exhibitors here before, who got acquired by other exhibitors. Yeah,
okay.
So that's clearly a trend, and that's fine. You know, it's normal. It's consolidation. The more private equity enters a specific market, which private equity does with our market, because it's subscription-based revenue, so it's very friendly for big private equities to invest into it. But it means we have to deal with this consolidation in one way or another. And actually, for event business, it's not so good because you know, if cPanel get acquired by Plesk or by the same mother company and so on, you know, it means like one less for us, you know, one exhibitor.
Yes.
Or on the other side is when one cloud service provider get acquired by another one, it's less people coming to the conference. Yes, we have to deal with that, but I don't have anything against it, you know. It's just the way how to deal with that. So we clearly see actually this year that we more or less have the same amount of exhibitors or partners, but it's very clear that the big ones are getting bigger and bigger and bigger each year. Yeah, and on the attendee side, this is where we get the new plug-in marketing CloudFest also towards MSPs and VARs.
One more question about website builders. When we came in the first time 5 years ago, there were like a lot of website builders. Now there are less of them, or came here for communication. What is like your opinion about website builders and their role in industry? Is their role in industry growing or it's like decreasing?
Yeah, I think there's always a very big existence for website builders out there. Because if you just look what you can do out of a domain, it's like 2 basic services you can launch. You can launch website or you can launch email. Those are the 2 major services built on top of a domain. Yeah. So website is, beside of email, basically the number 1 or number 2 thing. You know, the most important thing out there. And all these cloud service providers, it's the entry point to offer. Yeah. So now I see some changes, or we all see some changes, I think, in the behavior. You know, there's some customers who prefer a DIY model, there's other ones who prefer a DIFM model. And actually I would say, like me personally, I saw more and more over the last 2-3 years, like solutions coming out for the DIFM model for the customers who want to receive the website as a service. But there's existence obviously for both. And I think it's just becoming more complete, you know, and it's becoming better, but verticals are conquered in a more intelligent way, like that website builders like really find out what are the needs for a specific vertical market. So this is becoming more mature, more professional over time. And I mean, it's still a large number of small businesses which are not on the internet yet. I don't have the exact number in my mind, but it should be something like 35-40% even in a mature market. So and website builders are the entry point, you know, and it's actually not so many, you know, it's maybe like 5-6 serious players out there, plus some with large in-house environments or in-house developments, the larger companies. So all of them have a great business going forward because it's still so much untapped opportunity out there.
And what will be the next date for next year?
Yeah, we're looking forward to see you here in March 14th to 20th, 2020.
See you there.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.